Turkey has called peace in Ukraine inevitable. The war unleashed by the aggressor country Russia is reportedly close to ending. This opinion was expressed by Turkish Foreign Minister Hakan Fidan in an interview with a Haber. According to Fidan, for 3 or 4 years there were forces that did not want the war to end. However, even they are now beginning to change their position.
Now even those who did not want it to end are starting to think differently.
The head of the Turkish Foreign Ministry also noted that the war has turned into a war of attrition, where no one is truly winning and both sides are suffering enormous human, financial, and political losses. Fidan expressed confidence that diplomatic efforts remain paramount and that a peace platform can be established, including in Turkey.
We believe that a peace platform will be created. Personally, I believe in it, either in Turkey or somewhere else. But I believe that peace is not only necessary but also inevitable. Unfortunately, I can't disclose the details for obvious reasons, but I believe it will happen.
At the beginning of November, Fidan suggested considering Ankara as the venue for the next round of negotiations between Kyiv and Moscow. After all, the first direct talks in 3 years between Ukraine and Russia, which also involved the US and Turkey, took place on May 16th in Istanbul, just like the initial talks to end the war in February-March 2022. At that time, the so-called Istanbul agreements were signed, which were essentially ultimatums from Russia that, as President Zelensky stated, Kyiv did not accept. Later, Trump's special representative for Ukraine, Keith Kellogg, emphasized that the Istanbul agreements could serve as a starting point but could not be the basis for peace in Ukraine. It is noteworthy that, against the backdrop of peacekeeping initiatives, Ankara is becoming an increasingly important geopolitical player. The West now needs Turkey no less than Turkey needs the West. This is noted by Bloomberg columnist Mark Champion, who analyzes how the position of Turkish leader Recep Tayyip Erdoğan has strengthened on the international stage. Moreover, Donald Trump sees the Turkish leader as a key mediator in resolving Russia's war in Ukraine. At the most recent meeting, the US president called the president of Turkey one of the leaders who could help resolve the war.
He is respected both in Ukraine and in Russia. Putin respects him, and he is my friend.
At the same time, Ankara does not want Moscow, its rival for dominance in the Black Sea, to control even more ports and coastline, so it has quietly helped arm Kyiv. The Turkish leader himself has stated that Crimea should return to Ukraine in accordance with international law.